Today on Keep Classical Weird, it's a Build Your Library episode. A few of Bartok's pieces have recently come into public domain, including this one, his set of Romanian folk dances. Stay tuned. Welcome, friends, to episode 42 of Keep Classical Weird. I am your host, Casey Bozell, and today we're building your library with Bartok's Romanian folk dances. Béla Bartok was a Hungarian composer who lived from 1881 to 1945. His compositional voice is based on a whole mishmash of things he discovered during his life, but one of his greatest contributions to our field was being one of the founders of ethnomusicology, or the study of music from a cultural and social perspective of the actual music makers. Bartok was one of a small group of composers who traveled through the regions of Hungary working on recording and transcribing folk songs that had been passed down generation by generation only through repetition. Some people view this sort of work as preservation, and it could be argued as such, but Bartok went a step further and used these recorded tunes as inspiration for his own works. Romanian Folk Dances is a collection of 6 short pieces, all based on various dances. Bartok heard them while traveling through the region of Transylvania, formerly a part of Hungary, but made a permanent part of Romania just a few years after this piece was published. Originally, these dances were just published for solo piano, but they're so catchy, and given such a great Bartok twist with their unique harmonies, they've been arranged over and over again. It's a full orchestral work, a work for solo violin and piano, and today, I guess, for violin trio. Movement number 1 is translated to Dance with Sticks. It's intended as a pretty raucous solo male dance, including what sounds like a particularly limber kick to the ceiling. Movement 2 is the sash dance, coming from a song that involves couples spinning while holding on to each other's waist. Movement 3 is titled In One Spot, and just as the name suggests, much of the dance comes from stomping repeatedly in the same spot. Movement 4, titled simply Dance from Busconi, a region in Romania, might be my favorite. Bartok liked to rely on scales that strayed from the traditional do-re-mi we're all used to hearing. He scores it with a lush harmony under what is called a mixolydian mode. Movement 5 is a high-energy children's dance called Romanian polka, keeping you on your toes with changing meters. The final movement is appropriately titled Fast Dance, and the momentum keeps it rolling straight to the end. You can check out our show page for some links to some amazing YouTube performances of the Romanian dances. Bartok was such an important composer in the 20th century, and as the years pass, more and more of his music will be considered in the public domain, so keep your eyes and ears open for other works of his, such as his fiendishly difficult Concerto for Orchestra and his opera, Bluebeard's Castle. And that's our show for today. Our theme music is composed by not dead composer Thomas Barber. Check out his stuff at thomasbarber.com. Web development support is provided by Tina at citybeautifuldesign.com. Have you seen the new website? Bop on over to keepclassicalweird.com and take a look. You'll find links to every episode of the podcast, as well as a link to subscribe to our Patreon or buy yourself some merch with the Très Chic new logo. Keep Classical Weird is created and edited by me, Casey Bozell. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and feel free to shoot me an email at keepclassicalweird@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Stay safe and stay weird.